So students, this is an example of the nested for loop, and the nested for loop is a loop where a for loop is written inside the another for loop. The one is called the outer for loop, which is written outside and just after the main, and the another one is called the inner for loop. The one is called outer for loop and the one is called the inner for loop. So the inner for loop is always written inside the outer for loop. So this is the body of the outer for loop and this is the body of the inner for loop. So let us quickly understand the working of the nested for loop and how it works and what is going to be the output of this program. So over here we have declared two variables I and j, both are of integer type, and this is the outer for loop where the value of I is initialized with 1 and the condition is written over here as I less than equals to 3. So what happens first will be the I gets initialized with 1 and the value of I gets checked with 3. So the value of I is equals to 1 and it is less than 3. So the condition for this outer for loop is true. So the control goes into the body of the outer for loop, and the inside of the outer for loop body there is written the another for loop which is called the inner for loop. So the control goes to the starting of the inner for loop where the value of j is initialized with 1. So the value of j gets initialized with 1 and again the condition is written as j less than equals to I. So over here the condition is like I is also equals to 1 and j is also equals to 1. So the condition is going to be true. So the control goes to the body of this inner for loop, and over here a printf statement is written where the both I and j values are getting printed. So over here if you see at this situation, at this point of time, the both values of I and j variables are 1 and 1. So the output is going to be 1 and 1 for I and j. So what next? The next is the control goes to the inner for loop from the backside and the value of j gets incremented. So this is how the nested for loop works. The control goes to the inner for loop from the backside and the value of j gets incremented by 1. So the value of j becomes 2 but the value of I remains 1. So this is how the condition becomes false and the control therefore goes out of the inner for loop body, and the outside from the inner for loop there is written a new printf statement and inside it is written as a new line statement. So the control changes the line. So this is how the control reaches to the new line. And now since this printf is written again inside the body of the outer for loop, so the control goes to the outer for loop body this time and it reaches to the outer for loop from the back side and it increments the value of I this time. So the value of I was 1, now I gets incremented by 1 and it becomes 2 this time. So 2 gets checked with 3 and again the condition is going to be true. So again the for loop condition is true and control goes into the body of the outer for loop and again the inner for loop starts from the value of j, that is starts from j equals to 1, and this is how the value of I is now 2 and the value of j is 1. So again the condition is true, so the control reaches into the body of the inner for loop and again there is written a printf statement, and this time the value of I and j going to be what? The value of I was 2 and the value of j is 1. So this is how the printf statement gets executed and the value of I and j gets printed like 2 and 1. So again control reaches to the inner for loop from the backside and the value of j gets incremented by 1 once again. So the value of j becomes true this time and the condition again checked with I. So the value of j is 2 and the value of I is again equals to 2. So the condition is again true and control again reaches to the body of the inner for loop and again the printf statement gets executed and the value of I and j gets printed. So this time the value of I remains 2 but the value of j becomes 2. So this is how the nested for loop works. Now what happens? The control again moves to the body of the inner for loop from the backside and the value of j gets incremented. So the value of the j becomes 3 but this time the condition becomes false because j less than equals to I. The value of j becomes 3 and the value of I is 2. The condition is false. So the control reaches outside the body of the for loop where the printf statement is written and inside the printf there is written a new line. So new line feed executed and control changes its line and again the control reaches to the body of the outer for loop from the backside and the value of I gets incremented by 1. So this time the value of I gets incremented by 1 and the value of I becomes 3 this time. So this is how the condition is true because 3 less than equals to 3 and again the control gets into the body of the outer for loop and the inner for loop starts again from j equals to 1. So this is how for the one value of I, the I equals to 1, the value of j executes for one time and for the value of I equals to 2 again this for loop executed for 2 times and for the value of I equals to 3 this inner for loop gets executed 3 times. So this is how we can say that in totality the whole code gets executed for how many times? It gets executed by 1 cross 2 cross 3 meaning 6 times. So let us check what is going to be the output of this program. So this is how you can check if for the very first time both the value of I and j gets printed as 1 and 1. For the second time the value of I and j gets printed like 2 1 2 and 2 and for the third time the value of I and j gets printed like 1 3 2 3 and this is how this code gets executed.